It's round 2. We have the choice. We'll play first. Yes. Once again, this is a good hand. Turn 2, 3, 4 is very good. That was scary. Thought my computer just froze for a second there. Would not be the first time I have blue screened during a draft. It is no bueno. Make sure we don't use this ability, though. Okay. Prism. Renegade Freighter. Here's a nice aggressive card. No attacks with the... I see. Wait, so is my opponent willing to trade a freighter for a mechanic? Is that what I'm to deduce from this? Because I can attack with mechanic, my opponent can block with shield guard, I can kill with Die Young, or my opponent could block with freighter, and I would be happy to trade my mechanic for a freighter. And I definitely want to trade my Die Young for a shield guard, so I think we're just going to attack with mechanic. Either of these trades is fine. Yeah, this feels like a good trade for me. Doesn't get... It's only when it attacks, right? I like that. This is actually really good for us. So now we can play this Aetherborn dude. We could make it a 5-4, but it's going to be a 5-5, or it could be a 6-6. I guess I'd rather have a 5-5 plus a 1-1 that can equip the goggles later. So I think we're going to make the although, is a 6-6? I still think we want the servo. I don't know if that's right or wrong. I guess if our opponent has a removal spell, the servo is correct. If our opponent has another 3-4, the 6-6... Well, the 6-6 wouldn't make a difference anyway. Okay. So let's bash with the Aetherborn. I guess if it was a 6-6, it would be a 2-turn clock. So maybe making 6-6 was better? Let's make the Mastodon. Ooh, Stomper. I guess that makes the 6-6 way better, huh? Ooh, Gearhulk? Gearhulk's not so busted here. So we can swing with all 3. My opponent's going to keep a Puzzle Knot, lose their Prism. Well, I think we swing with everything anyway. I'm trying to think if there's another thing I can do. I can pre-combat Die Young the Stomper, and then my opponent would have to double block something to kill it, which means one of my fatties would live. But they'd essentially get a 2-for-1, but at the cost of about 5 life, and then I could still play the Artisan to follow up. It might actually be better here. Well, I'm only losing one guy anyway. right? My opponent probably just blocks the 5-5 with the 5-4 and then takes the 4. I guess that does seem like what's going to happen, huh? Okay. So let's just swing with these two. If I re-equip the goggles to the... I could have made this a 5-7. Well, now my assistant could potentially get that back at some point, but we maybe just want the artisan now. And this time the question once again, would I rather have a 4-5? I don't know. I guess I'd rather have the 4-5 because it can attack into the shield guard, right? Okay. Okay. So I can attack with everything. And don't mind the cats in the background. That's just cats being nutty. So my opponent can trade the shield guard for the Aetherborn, block the Prowler on the Artisan, and then I play Die Young plus Assistant. That feels okay to me, and they take 1. Either way, I think both my opponent's stuff is dying, right? So we'll do Die Young, finish that off, and then Assistant. And then we're just a mana away from the Noxious Gearhulk too, which isn't bad. What's kind of cool is I can pick Cataclysmic Gearhulk to get back my Mastodon. It seems like it's pretty unnecessary. And a Freighter, okay. So let's just, I guess, play the Harrier and pass. Okay. I'll double block because we'll just get back our Mastodon, and that's a big play regardless, so I'm not exactly sure if my opponent wants to attack here. Yeah. Okay. Well, that works for me. So we can play the Noxious Gearhulk now. I guess we do. I don't see a reason not to, and then they wouldn't be able to activate the Freighter anyway. So maybe we just do it in case our opponent's got like an Ornamental Courage in there, so we don't even have to worry about it getting untapped or anything like that. So we'll just finish that thing off and get in. Okay. People have been talking up the Attune with Aether quite a bit. I think it's certainly a fine card, especially in a 3-color deck, such as our opponents. Restoration Gearsmith, very strong card. Bringing back the Rhino, since he can put a couple bodies out there. Kind of have to. I think our opponent might just still be dead, though, aren't they? Yeah, even with the 2 bodies, they can't stop the Menace as well as my 2 creatures, so this is GG's dead on board. Alright, so we'll swing with everything. Guess I could have equipped there. I'm not sure why my cat is whining so much. I think he's playing tag with my other cat, so it's like letting her know where he is or something. It's pretty bizarre behavior. You'd expect nothing less from cats, though, right? Alright, so we got game 1. Our opponent is a 3-color junk deck with multiple Renegade Freighters. We don't have anything for artifacts, I believe, right? I mean, we have Skywhaler Shot. That works for vehicles. But Daiyoung's not going to work so well. Conclusion works. Any sort of sorcery speed removal is not going to work so well. Alright. Yeah, I guess this is where we're at, so let's run it back. Alright, it's actually a very good hand. We get to go Puzzle Knot into... Oh, wow. The artifacts keep coming. We don't need to open with Inventor's Fair yet, though. Although, wait a second. Yeah, we still don't. If I play Fair next turn, I can have 3 artifacts with the Puzzle Knot. That's kind of cool, actually. Alright, let's go Goggles first. And then we play Fair plus Puzzle Knot. Okay. Gain our life. Play this. Play the Chief. Hail to the Chief. Flat Wheel Cruiser. That's a pretty good one. Alright. Take some medicine. Gain some life. Play a land. Equip Goggles. Let's just make the Servo the bigger target, I think. And then we can still crack that one too. Yeah, I like that. So let's bash a Reno for 5 here. Pass. How much to crew? These guys are good. Ooh. Well, maybe I should have done it on the Chief instead. In hindsight. Alright, that's okay. So we'll make another one. Gain our life. Get some more lands. Ooh, we can even play Aetherborn now? Look at that value. Alright, let's bash for 4. Go Aetherborn. Make Servo. And pass. Wow. Well, that was cool. Deck worked really well for us there, huh? We didn't even have to bust out any of our crazy cards. Well, in game 1 we did. Gear Hulk certainly won the game, but cool. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you in the finals.